Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about an event involving armies who believe that this is Jungkook's girlfriend. And Jungkook was appearing in her live stream of said girlfriend. I definitely want to get into that and talk about that and my opinions, the theories behind this, and just overall what I think about everything that's going on with that. I also, of course, want to get into Jungkook and something that happened in one of his concerts. This had been floating around and talked about recently. This is definitely something he's going to have to be more careful about moving forward. So I'm excited to talk about that and get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let go. Now remember, if you do want to support my videos, just make sure you watch all my videos all the way to the end. That really does help out quite a bit. Okay, so first things first, I'm the realist. Corny, I know. I want to get into this live stream situation. So the people today I'm going to be talking about is Jungkook and Tzuyu. These are the two people that are shipped a lot. I'm sure there is no surprise. I think a lot of people have heard about this ship. And there's a lot of videos kind of floating around about the two live streaming. Specifically, allegedly, them live streaming together. Now, I don't know if I want to make too many videos talking about Jungkook and Tzuyu, as I don't want this channel to just be attacks on the ship. Because I am not attacking anyone, I don't think. And I do think it's okay to want two people to be together or to conspire and to theorize two people might be together. It's not harming anyone. This most likely doesn't harm Tzuyu or Twice, and it definitely doesn't harm Jungkook and BTS. Their reputation is going to be fine, especially if the reputation is that both of them are dating beautiful people, which again, don't know if that's true or not. So I'm never mad at the ship itself, but I did want to come on here and talk about the kind of rumors and debunking those things kind of on here. I guess this channel is just debunking rumors. Jungkook and Tzuyu, now I personally do not even know if they have any type of formal relationship. Not even just like dating. I mean, like, do they even have a relationship where they're even friends? I don't know if they have each other's number. Like, personally, in my opinion, if they were dating, then they did an amazing job at hiding it, because I don't even ever associate these two together in any way. Because in my opinion, there isn't too much going on over here. I do see them at award shows, certain award shows, which is probably the only place I think that they even breathe the same air. Keep in mind that in these shows, I don't ever see them actually talking to each other or interacting with each other in any way. In fact, they don't really even look at each other, but BTS overall tries to avoid making any eye contact with any female ever because of things like this. I don't think any of the BTS boys actually interact with any of the Twice girls. Now, there's plenty of rumors on these two, like them being spotted in Japan in public dating, Tzuyu at BTS's rehearsal. I have yet to personally see any of these moments that is like concrete evidence, like where it's clear that that person was Jungkook or where it's clear that that person was Tzuyu. It's usually always some sort of blurry picture, kind of like a zoomed in picture, or someone with a mask on, so you can never really tell who it is. You can only just assume. Also, again, I don't mind the ship. It just feels very random to me. Like, if the rumor was BTS is dating a big hit staff, that would make more sense to me. That would be a little bit more believable to me. Like, I wouldn't be as surprised because I could see how something like that could happen, right? They're always spending time together. But apparently Tzuyu was on a Vlive, which is basically a place where Korean K-pop idols go and live stream. I don't know if like a normal person like me can just go on and then live stream and then do all that, because I only ever seen idols do it, so I don't know. But she was on the stream, and then some fans kind of caught a random man in the background wearing a bucket hat. In fact, Tzuyu even turns around at some point to look at this man, to kind of see what is going on and what is happening. He eventually gets up and moves around. It looks like he was sitting down and then he got up and then starts walking back and forth. People argue whether that's the manager or not, saying that a manager would not be there because the manager is not there usually with solo work. So if Tzuyu is doing a live stream by herself, I don't necessarily know whether that's true or not. I can't really comment on that. But hey, if that person in the background is just a non-K-pop idol friend, that could totally be true too. It could be a brother. I don't know if she has a brother or not. It could be a neighbor. It could be just some random stranger she found on the bus stop and was like, you know what, you're cool, let's come over and have a chat. There's just a lot of people it could be, so there's just no point in just assuming that it's Jungkook. You can't really see the person's face. It's not visible at all. You know what, it might not even be a man. It might be a woman with her hair tied up. But they're saying it looks similar to Jungkook because the man does look similar wearing the bucket hat, and Jungkook has worn that same bucket hat. But I think K-pop idols know that dating is a big thing. Like, it'll be all over the news. Death threats are a thing that happens, either to the male idol or to the female idol, most likely to the female idol. They know that they can't just have two high-profile celebrities jump on a live stream and for people to not think that they're dating. especially if it's like a really pretty girl and a really handsome dude. I'm pretty sure that Tzuyu maybe felt really comfortable with the idea that this was not a male K-pop idol, which is why he was included kind of in the background of the stream. And the fact that she even turned around to look at him, because this of course is going to get kind of the fans speculating and conspiring, right? And I believe that if this was Jungkook, and let's say he didn't want people to know that Tzuyu and Jungkook were dating, the moment Tzuyu is like, okay, I'm gonna go live stream, Jungkook would just yeet himself out there. Why would he stay in the background? Why would he walk back and forth in the background? So I don't know. I don't think this would be Jungkook. I think that a lot of people are forgetting that K-pop idols tend to have to be really, really self-conscious about everything that they do. And especially if you're a female K-pop idol, then you have to be even more careful because people think you're dating everybody. Now they went on to kind of debunk the theory of people saying, well, how do you even know Jungkook and Tzuyu were even in the same country? Apparently this stream happened around the time when Jungkook had his car accident in Seoul. And in the police report, you can see that it was in fact in Seoul. And then apparently people were able to uncover kind of airport photos of Tzuyu at Seoul as well. And then say the dates happened to line up. So yeah, maybe they were in the same location, but that doesn't mean Jungkook was over at her house. Jungkook was in a car accident. He was too busy being in the car accident. If y'all stans would just go and be detectives, I can guarantee no crime would ever happen. Y'all put so much effort into this, but imagine putting effort into crime. Possible career path, just consider it. I mean, if I could see like an actual photo, I mean, it still wouldn't necessarily prove anything because they could just be friends, but then it would at least be cool for us to acknowledge and for us to know that they are friends, you know? But anyway, as I said before, Big Hit would put out their statement if this was true. L's statement, as they say. Zaddy loves their statements. Zaddy meaning Bang PD. I went over on the Tweetster and you could see some people were a little bit angry at this rumor. Not necessarily angry that Jungkook would even have a girlfriend, but more so angry that people are assuming this. One person wrote, "Let me tell you again, while Tzuyu was on Vlive, Jungkook had his car accident. Tell me, is it possible that Jungkook is there?" I definitely think this is an interesting rumor, and it's definitely something that a lot of the internet kind of debate on. But I've given my 2 cents on that. Now, we do know that sometimes Jungkook may regret his decisions when he is at a concert. Specifically, we're going to be talking about this one instance where he went into the crowd. It was circulating, and I definitely thought it was interesting and probably needed to be spoken about and talked about. Back in 2019, there was a concert in Paris, because concerts are just not happening right now, so can't say concert in 2020 when, how? Jungkook noticed an ARMY kind of in a wheelchair, and so he decided to greet her, which is super nice. I don't know if concerts or specifically BTS concerts have a special place for people in wheelchairs. It looked like, in my opinion, that this particular place did not have one. I mean, let's talk about it. Even if someone was in a wheelchair and they were on the front row, I think if someone were behind them kind of pushing against them, their chair would become unstable, and that's not great. And if they aren't in the front row and they're in the back, they can't really see anything either. So having kind of a special section where they can be blocked off is kind of nice, I think. But then when Jungkook came down to the crowd, he was surrounded by a lot, and I mean a lot, of ARMYs. They all kind of just swarmed Jungkook, like they just jumped in. And it was even too much for security at the time. They couldn't even hold everyone off. And I think Jungkook should have just kind of backed off from that point because it would have been too much. He would have gotten hurt. The wheelchair person would have gotten hurt. It's a very dangerous situation. The video footage is actually quite scary. I think once Jungkook noticed this, he should have definitely walked right back up on that stage. The footage was obviously posted online and went viral on Twitter. People saw it and they started trending this hashtag. It is respect our euphoria. Now you'd have to go back quite a bit now to kind of see those original hashtags involving the video. ARMYs, of course, all around the world were disgusted by this after seeing this. It's really scary. ARMYs in Paris urged people not to think that all French ARMYs are like this. They urged people to assume that ARMYs all around the world aren't like this either. You know, I get it's like an impulse. Like, oh my god, it's him, let me go run up to him. But let's have some self-awareness kind of going forward. Like, you have to think about your actions. He could have seriously been hurt, and more importantly, the ARMY in the wheelchair could have been hurt, and that's not okay. I wanted to read what one of the ARMYs have written, and they wrote this. "This made me so sick. You're a selfish person who have no single respect. Jungkook came down to greet an ARMY in the wheelchair and he kept pointing at her, wanting everyone to stay away. But no, if he was talking to the walls, it would have understood better." I completely agree. We can't just act on impulse for anything. Not just this. It rarely ever leads to good things to just impulsively do things. If there's ever a situation where you have to react fast or you'll die, then fine, act on impulse and go with your gut. But if it's something like this where you can take 3 seconds to figure out what is going on and what you should or should not do, and you're not gonna die for those 3 seconds, then definitely think about it. I mean, you dumplings in this community, y'all smart. I believe in you. I believe you wouldn't do something like this. So keep doing the right thing. I love you guys. I definitely don't say that enough. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know your thoughts. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and check that out, anything you contribute over there really helps kind of give back to this channel, help me keep going on all that stuff. So I really appreciate you go ahead and checking that out. You can get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. So if you're interested in that and recommending me things to react to, then go over ahead and check that out. The link is in the top of the description down below. There's also 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video. So click on one of those. See you over there. Bye.